Uh-oh, something's happening. And you shouldn't smoke in a hospital, don't you know that?
Yeah, seriously, York.
Alright,
I think by 2010 we'd figured that out.
Yeah. I mean, oxygen tanks exist, as well as
Right.
people with all sorts of respiratory issues and red vines.
They're here.
Here.
Go towards the light.
I'll just pause here and get some crackers.
Yeah.
Talking to the black guy, and now I feel like a cracker.
I guess that joke had to be made. I guess we're hungry, that's why we need some crackers.
Yes.
Man, looking at that dead girl really worked up my appetite, you know what I'm saying?
Eat the onion.
Took your
Just
time to eat.
Standing there eating an onion.
Giant, horrible, Cthulian thing behind you. I'll just go this way. Seems safe.
She really shouldn't be animated, because when she's not a corpse, she's unpleasant to look at. It's very horse-faced, I'll say.
Alright. Oh, we got some bullet. You can't... What? You can't what? Okay. So what happened to George and Emily?
They always sort of disappear when things go Wookiee. Go Wookiee? I don't know what that means.
So, is this our deadly premonition?
Guess so. Oh, it's a nurse.
It's like he could just be down here murdering nurses and shit.
Yeah.
I wonder if the person in the wheelchair is at the hospital if you go on the first day.
Maybe.
Because I swear, I think the hospital was the only place that I visited. 'Cause it's like, I think I went to the hospital, did this, and then drove, and it was like 10 p.m. by then, and that was when I stopped at the junkyard, and that's where the hellhounds were. It was either the junkyard or a graveyard. I think it was a junkyard, though.
The town has one of each.
Oh, yeah, get some stabilizer. We can shoot some darts now.
Only one urinal. That doesn't seem efficient.
Not really. Donkey?
I killed.
Donkey Kong.
Always bust the crates. Shoot the barrels.
So I feel like I brought this up before somewhere else, but my ex-roommate used to work in video games, and they had something that they talked about in the industry, I guess, called time to crate. And that is, if you chart how long it is in a video game before you have to start breaking crates apart, that's how long it is before the developers were like, I'm out of ideas, let's just put some crates for people to knock open.
Let's see.
So they, as one of the games they were making, it was supposed to be a comedy, and it was supposed to have a lot of, like, in-jokes. The first thing you do is knock open a crate.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we can lessen the reverb a little there.
Alright, who's playing porn?
Yeah, is David Duchovny in here? Yeah. See, it's like on one level, I kind of like this sort of, just, at any moment it can turn into this hellscape or whatever. But on the other hand, I just feel like it's handled so badly that he just goes from one room to this, and there's no explanation for how George and Emily just disappear, you know?
Yeah. And he doesn't really react enough, but I guess that could be down to him being a weirdo.
Yeah. Or maybe he's supposed to be autistic? I don't know.
Maybe all those other cases had this too, and he's just like, oh, it's just this again.
Yeah. I assume so. Except, you know, the other cases before had Lyle Lovett on them.
Sure, why not Lyle Lovett?
He's a little more Lyle Lovett than Kyle MacLachlan, wouldn't you say?
Sure.
From Fire Walk With Me, you know? So,
yeah.
Yeah. Or was that Chris Isaak? It was
Chris Isaak. Chris Isaak.
I get those two mixed up. Okay, so that's what I was going for. That was Chris Isaak.
I thought that might be where you're going for, but I was just going to let you spin it out and see where it went. I liked Chris Isaak in that. It surprised me.
Yeah, I was really impressed. I mean, it's like you put somebody up with Kiefer Sutherland, who's, you know, I think pretty objectionably like a top tier actor, right? And
yeah.
And he held his own completely. So.
And then Sutherland played a puppy essentially. I mean, just
yeah,
good-natured and clueless.
Yeah.
Isaak definitely was in charge, which could be hard to do with a larger personality.
Right.
But country stars and David Lynch are not always a happy mix. Billy Ray Cyrus played in, is it Mulholland Drive? I think.
I don't remember.
It's in either Mulholland Drive or yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Mulholland Drive. Not a big part, but he was in it. When his daughter, Miley Cyrus, started going off the rails, Billy Ray is quoted as saying that working on that movie caused a devil to get into him and his family, and that's why his daughter started going wacko.
So we can thank David Lynch for Miley Cyrus version 2.0.
Yes.
I'm kind of okay with that, honestly.
I think I am too. More Infinite Lollipops.
I honestly blame, this sounds like I'm 80 here, but I honestly blame the media for that, because I swear, like, there for a while, she was just totally normal, but the media kept being like, look what Miley Cyrus is doing now, and it's like she's getting a fucking tattoo or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Oh no, Miley Cyrus is having a meltdown. It's like, no, she's having a massage.
Right, it's, yeah, it just, seems pretty fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I can see how that would have a tough effect if everyone around you is sort of wishing for you to have a breakdown. I'll show them, I'll shave my head.
Yeah, it was Mulholland Drive. I was just looking it up there.
Ah.
You want to do?
It was a weird movie.
Mulholland Drive? I didn't think it was that weird. I thought it was just David Lynch's What Dreams May Come.
Okay. Yeah, not weird compared to the David Lynch universe. Weird compared to everyone else.
I remember I watched that movie, and through the whole thing, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I feel like an idiot because. Oh, okay. Hey, lady, sorry. Talk about David Lynch here. Don't really give a shit. Through the whole thing, I was like, "Oh shit! I don't have a fucking clue what's going on, and I'm gonna feel like an idiot at the end of this." But it was so beautiful, and there were, like typical Lynch, like he just captures emotion so well. And then the last 5 minutes of the movie, I was like, "Oh, I get it." And then, like, I remember seeing all these things that were like, here are the clues to figure out Mulholland Drive, and I was like, watch the last 5 minutes? I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, I don't know. Like, I know that Lost Highway I didn't get until, like, 10 years later when I read this amazing Rolling Stone interview with him, and he was like... That was my reaction to the O.J. Simpson trial, and I was like, oh, I get it now.
Oh, that's interesting. I wasn't particularly confused. I mean, there was definitely, I mean, with Lynch, even if you understand exactly what's going on, there's always the what the fuck moments, you know?
Sure.
Stop it. Stop shooting that thing.
Why? Just get a wrench.
What is... Seems like a poor use of your time.
Really a lot in here seems like poor use of our time. But... No, go get the thing. Come on. All right. We fought and bled for that thing. Oh, we can't get it. God.
I think I want a t-shirt or maybe a poster that's just Laura Dern's face looking confused, like she does in so many points in so many Lynch movies. She's got like that one face.
Yeah.
Surrounded by dancing hookers.
I could do with like a t-shirt of just any moment of Nick Cage from Wild at Heart, really.
Oh, I always forget about Wild at Heart when I'm thinking of Lynch movies. I don't know why.
See, when you say Laura Dern, that's immediately what I think of.
Mm-hmm.
She ever suck your dick? She don't know what she was missing out on, honey. What the hell are we doing here?
We are getting a keycard out of an MRI. Now, if there's one place a magnetic keycard shouldn't be, it's inside an MRI.
One would think. Or, if it were in there... Wait, would it demagnetize it, or should it have been sticking to the wall?
Both, I would think.
Hmm.
Or not demagnetize it, but scramble it.
Yeah. Alright.
But, I mean, if we're looking at things in our environment that don't make sense, I don't think that's the first point I would call out, the MRI machine. I would think the vines might be, and the zombies. The not zombies.
Oh, man.
Look, it's
I
the
like
mist
red
outside.
vines, though.
Yeah, I do too. Not so much the candy.
Wait. What is the... like... There's a candy?
Yeah, the sort of twisted licorice.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. I like red vines licorice.
Oh, I don't.
Ah.
I just like the set.
Ah.
I think I'd like it better if they made it today.
Well, they do.
Well, they did. Not the candy, not the candy.
Oh, well, there must be a different candy than because I mean the licorice I like.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the candy. I'm talking about the vines, literally on the screen.
Oh, okay.
I think if the game were made now, they would do that effect better.
Oh, sure.
In fact, that's one of the things people were hoping for when there was a new remastered director's cut. But no. Instead, we got old York and talking to a granddaughter.
Why were we holding our breath there?
You can sneak past the...
yeah, but I mean, we were holding our breath and shooting them. It seemed kind of...
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, see, this seems pointless.
These guys are armed with guns, so maybe it...
Ah, I see. Okay.
Maybe he has to be sneakier.
He's a
This is
sneaky
the part
snake.
of the game where you sneak.
He's a sneaky snake. We're, like, at the front of the fucking hospital. Like, how
Yes.
much more... Oh, I guess we have to get out of the hospital before we stop having our deadly premonition.
The vines tend to sort of have a state. Something has to occur before they'll go away.
Right.
Really.
I don't know why, but deadly premonition always makes me think of the oh, what the hell is that band name? Their song "Perfect Situation." Weezer.
Oh, yeah.
So desperate, then why not smoke
Something like that. See, now they transitioned into the regular world with nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
He looked up. We got a whiteout. We got a load screen, and they're in the room with him. Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah, okay, here we go. I think this is where I was just like, okay, they're just trying to be weird for weird's sake, and this is just kind of...
Who's that old man?
He turns out to be a much better character than he seems at first glance.
That's Harry. Harry Stewart.
Call him the log lady.
Problems around here. His father started
No, that's not the log lady analog. You'll meet her later. It's pretty obvious.
I'm sure you can see. Always dressed like that. Never speaking to the townsfolk. And just FYI, he owns almost the entire town.
Including me. Hey, Daddy.
Not that that makes any difference. So long as I'm around.
Maybe that's George's special outfit. Like a little onesie with a teddy bear.
Mysterious capitalist.
That's how I want to be known.
See the president? Then any luck that won't be topical by the time this comes out.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, haste won't lead you to what you seek.
Lip sync is off.
Keep your eyes focused on your footing as we speak.
So
So says Mr. Stewart.
Michael. Actually, I was wrong. Michael is...
Nice
He
to meet
reads
you too.
as Asian, so we have two people of
But I
color
didn't
in the
know
town.
Yeah.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, information desires you, just as
Just as
you
I desire you.
information too. So says Mr. Stewart.
Harry, stop trying to get in our way. Keep this up, and even you'll have to answer to the law.
Not doing anything.
I think York going around shooting multiple times in the hospital is a bigger danger.
Yeah.
With each rain, our town goes mad. To our disdain, unpreventable.
Sad.
So sad.
See, it is him.
So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the-
Sad.
Then
So does that mean there's another murder today?
Francis York Morgan.
That seems
Also-
to be foreshadowing such a thing.
Also, he says that these are very not smart judges, or whatever the hell it was. It's stupid
Yeah.
fucking bullshit. Oh, hey.
That's how he always is. Always spouting that nonsense. Don't give it any thought. It's all
There's
gibberish.
a certain YouTuber I follow is fond of saying cryptic bullshit.
Uh-huh. Oh,
What are you talking to?
thank you, Thomas.
That's weird, because...
My
I don't
clavicle
think
is
so.
talking to me.
First witnesses to the crime scene.
Maybe she's got
Interview them where they found
like a
the
little
body.
Star Trek Bluetooth thing hidden down
I
there.
was just about to ask if you could take me there.
I'll take you anywhere, buddy.
Don't smile at me, York. It's fucking
Whatever
creepy.
you do.
Look at that, we got through that in like... Wait, 4 hours and... Oh, I guess it's like cumulative? is
Total,
that-
yeah.
Okay, okay.
That was a fairly cheap chapter,
Yeah,
but he's not hurting for funds.
right. Now we gotta work for every dollar.
I think we'll find things moving faster now that we're kind of into the flow of things. Since the player's already done so many of the side quests, they won't be distracting.
My guess is we'll get to like day 7, and then it'll be like fishing day or whatever, you know?
It may be. After... I think Town Hall. After Town Hall, there are things that open up that aren't available beforehand, so he's probably going to do it again.
Forest Park.
Vid
That's
games.
west from here, and too far to walk.
I remember one of the characters liked video games, right?
It's the pride of the town.
Yes.
It has a beautiful trail leading to
I don't
a
know,
viewing site
maybe.
over Velvet Falls.
I want to say
That
Emily.
does sound fantastic. Show me the sights.
That may have to wait. We promised to be there by 1800 to interview the first witnesses to the crime scene.
It
Well, you were the
quits.
one who said I just had to get to the autopsy results by 2100, for God's sake.
Hi.
Bye.
Oh. I expected him to send them on without him so he could screw around.
Yeah, but no.
Both save it games.
It's sad that you can't just be like, hey, you can drive,
If I could
you
just
know?
give you a friendly
Yeah.
warning.
Are you really upset about me taking over the case?
Yes.
I have the authority approved by the FBI to assume command. I understand you don't like it, but you will follow my orders.
I'm not disputing FBI authority, but this is our town. You won't get far alone, and you gain nothing by antagonizing me.
It's part of my personality.
Now, he already said I'm gonna need your guys'
I
help.
can take you off the case if you wish.
Stop it, you two. We need to solve this case. Not
Now,
just
you're
for
both
yourself.
pretty.
Let's just get him out and measure him right now.
Ah, he smiled.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sleeping tonight.
I would say George would win the measuring contest.
That's my assumption too, though.
Unless he's really overcompensating.
Yeah.
We see a bit more of him later on, maybe we can judge. I hope Geekmeister has the other unlocked outfits and, like, tries them out from time to time.
Yeah.
Anna's body was discovered by the woodsman Jim Green, along with his two grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah.
What was he doing in the forest?
Just
He's a
for
woodsman.
routine.
He just said he was a woodsman.
Body during the morning walk.
Nobody listens to each other in this game.
Not officially. Not yet.
You haven't interviewed them
Agent York, that tone is hardly appropriate. We were given
I'm
orders
sorry.
to wait for you.
Have your picture
yet?
yet?
Orders by who?
A man called Abrams from the FBI.
Robert isn't. Well, Bob Abrams. I did tell him to stay out of it. It's always tough to have a meddling boss, Isaak.
I thought you knew, Agent Morgan. Don't worry about it. We may not have taken official statements, but we got all the information we need. I can fill you in right now if you'd like.
Thanks, George, but that won't be necessary. I want to hear the details from the witnesses themselves, firsthand.
Yeah,
Just
I want to
people who
grill these
don't
children.
have to witness the crime scene. They may be traumatized. You'd better do this carefully.
Don't tell me you get nervous talking to children, Emily.
Not at all. That's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean?
Just forget it.
Sorry, I really wasn't listening, Emily. I really don't care about anything you say.
Anyone says, really.
Yeah.
As long as they call me York. Everybody does.
He really does just live in his own little world.
He does.
Yeah, my money is on York having committed the crime at this point, really. Like, that would be great if one of the little side quests we do is just go out and murder people.